Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map. Happy International Women's Day. I was thinking today about, being a woman and how much has changed around the feminine in the recent years. And of course, we can still talk about the lack of equal payments and abortions and all of this stuff. Of course, there's still stuff to be done. But I'm just so grateful whenever I watch or read about history and things that were happening in the past. I still tend to think this is still the best time to be alive, We did so much as humanity about human rights and just caring for humans in general. So I'm hopeful. So I hope we keep continuing equalizing, and by that I mean drawing from the best possible characteristics that the feminine and masculine bring to the mix, so that we can have the sacred alchemical marriage within ourselves and in the world that will come from inside out. So I wish all of us women, specifically today, to just enjoy the day, and spoil yourself, just be happy for today. And because it's this particular day, I thought I'm going to share this Mirror of Mama Shamana deck, because it's woman's metaphor card. So she, Jana Mori, is the author of this deck. The illustrations are done by Anastasia Telegina, and Olga Krutiva, a psychologist. Also, I don't know if she has had an impact or influence on the deck, but she's mentioned at the back of the box. And this deck is really cute. So it doesn't come with a book, but it comes with a little fold out. It's called, as I said, Mirror of Mama Shamana. And in the box, this little text, which repeats from the pamphlet: Mama Shamana has never seen herself in the mirror. Even though she has one, she's tried a few times to look in it, but each time she saw either war or drought or the faraway planet Makemake. Mama Shamana has no idea what she looks like. She might be the most beautiful woman in the world. So that's the little thing. And it says here that the language of the metaphorical cards is as ancient as the earth herself. Through the language of images, the artists reach out to the higher knowing and receive a response from her. This is the language of a human soul. Created with the language of images, a fairy tale brings remedy. It heals and re-energizes. The tales of a woman who is intuitive, wise, and sensual have laid a foundation for the deck Mirror of Mama Shamana. The cards are well suited to diagnose, identify, and course correct. It also helps the reader to understand and address different emotional states concerning women, particularly a wide range of challenges, including identity crises, psychosomatic symptoms, and traumas. This deck will help you discover your inner resourcefulness and awaken your dormant talents. And then in the pamphlet, what we have is a couple of different spreads that you can actually use the cards for. So what is the root cause of the problem is one of the spreads, or suggestion of how you can use the deck. Searching for a meaning, working with symptoms, one element, second chance. What do I choose? And within before she goes into kind of prompts for the spread, what you get, it's like a tiny little snippet of a story. So for example, one element, the story says, Mama Shamana is not herself. Everything falls out of her hands like the leaves of a dry tree. The flame in the fireplace begins to sing and the wind speaks to her in human language. Nothing changes apart from one element. So it's very psychological, and as you can see, the cards are really cool. So let's maybe take a look at how we can do a little reading and see what women need to know on that special day on 8th of March. Let's see. What do we need to know on this International Women's Day as women of this world? So I'm going to pull 3 cards. Why not? Let's see. So what you do, you pull an image. I mean, you can work differently with these cards, right? So one image that I pulled is this one. As you can see, there is no numbers, no names, no keywords. She is kind of, it feels like it's windy, okay? And she's carrying, what is it, like a cup of tea, but it's actually made out of dried leaves. I don't know, it feels like very kind of flowy. So what I'm going to say to this one, this image reminds me of like weathered woman. Like we go sometimes through times where the winds blow into us, you know, they cover our vision, we don't see properly, maybe our fingers are cold, you know, that the times sometimes and conditions are not necessarily easy for the growth to happen. And now you have those little kind of haiku-like sentences. So what's the sentence for this image? It says, the meaning might not have returned, but she was not prepared to lose herself. That's beautiful, right? So the meaning might not have returned. So sometimes, yeah, we do get lost. Sometimes we might not see the path ahead clearly. Sometimes it might be perpetual, like stormy weather, and maybe, you know, winds blowing into our face or covering our vision with our hair, but we're not prepared to lose ourselves. I think we've went far too far as women to, you know, go back to what was. So the next image, what do we need on this International Women's Day? This one looks a little bit like a fairy or a little moth even. She is surrounded by plants. The cat feels very gentle compared to this one. I feel like this one doesn't have any wind blowing into us. It's kind of like sit and enjoy the moment type of energy that I'm getting from this particular card. Quite sensual and quite gentle, like to be gentle with ourselves. The search is ever ongoing. So this is, you know, we're not prepared to lose ourselves. The search is ever ongoing, but it's gentling out. It's something that we as women maybe can also remember to do. Just sit and enjoy the moment, soak in the beauty. And the last card, what do we need? Oh, there's like this little, I don't know if it's a bear or a little wolf. It looks like a bear cub. And let's just take a rest again. Be able to like put our inner child, our inner mama bear to sleep as well. Love the blue. The blue is such a like calming color in this one. One day you will wake up to total and complete no soundness. One day you will wake up to total and complete no soundness. So as you can see, this deck is actually, it's creating a story, but it's not like an easy story to follow, or at least not to me. And when we sit with it and with the images and with the text that sometimes fits better than other times, you kind of start noticing that your intuition like opens up and starts connecting the dots, you know, compared to all the other cards that have a lot of color or have even less color. These seem very kind of muted, maybe because it's March and it's still kind of, wintry, we're still a little bit asleep, or we advise to take the maybe moment in March to remember to sleep, to remember to rest, be gentle to ourselves, and even in the situations seem to be stormy, like keep moving. The search is ever ongoing, and the complete non-soundness sounds very meditative somehow, like it sounds like whatever is going on with our heads. We find these moments when the gentleness of nature and this kind of peacefulness are ours to take. So I don't know, I will sit with this more. How beautiful is this card, by the way? Oh, it's so gorgeous, love it. So this is the Mirror of Mama Shamana deck, and yeah, I wish all of us, all the women today, all the best. May we be free in our choices, may the sisterhood be strong, may we be supportive, gentle. Remember that feeling is okay, and it's okay to feel, and we don't have to strive for the same things as men. We don't have to be equal like this. I think the equality here that I'm striving for is to be able to use the best of me and learn from men who use the best of them, so we can actually together create a better world. Much love, bye.